The courtroom door slams shut. A once famous singer is now facing a judge, his career in ruins. This isn't a music video. It's the reality for many R&B stars whose private lives turned into public nightmares. We'll reveal the truth, starting with a man whose name became a symbol for betrayal and control. 1. R. Kelly. For decades, R. Kelly was the king of R&B. He gave us timeless hits like I Believe I Can Fly and Ignition. His music was everywhere, from weddings to parties. He sold over 75 million records worldwide, making him one of the most successful artists ever. To put it mildly, he was a music giant. But for almost as long as he was famous, there were dark whispers and rumors following him. The thing nobody tells you is that these were more than just rumors. For years, stories came out about his relationships with very young women. People who worked with him spoke of strange rules and controlling behavior inside his home studio, which some called the Chocolate Factory. What many overlooked was the sheer number of accusations piling up. It was a slow burn, but eventually, the whispers turned into a roar. Finally, after decades of speculation, the truth came out in a court of law. R. Kelly was found guilty of racketeering and the trafficking of people. The court learned he used his fame and money to build a network designed to target and control vulnerable young individuals. He was sentenced to decades in prison. His entire legacy, all the hit songs and awards, was erased by the terrible truth of his actions. R. Kelly's empire of control was built over many years, but sometimes a star's dark side is revealed in a single explosive moment that the whole world sees. And our next artist knows all about that. 2. Chris Brown. When Chris Brown first appeared on the scene, he was a superstar in the making. He could sing, he could dance, and he had a charm that reminded people of a young Michael Jackson. His songs topped the charts, and it seemed like he was going to have a long and perfect career. He was dating another huge pop star, Rihanna, and they were the music world's golden couple. But that all changed in one night in February 2009. On the evening of the Grammy Awards, the world was shocked to hear that Chris Brown had been involved in a serious physical confrontation with Rihanna. The details were disturbing, and a photo that surfaced showed the terrible results of his actions. The public was horrified. How could this charming young star be responsible for something so awful? He was convicted of a serious offense, and his public image was shattered overnight. But the thing nobody tells you is that this wasn't just a one-time incident. Over the years, Chris Brown has had numerous run-ins with the law, including other accusations of physical altercations and standoffs with authorities at his home. What's truly a wow factor is that despite this long history of troubling behavior, his music career has continued. He still has millions of fans and sells out arenas. Chris Brown's actions were very public. But what happens when the darkness is part of a couple's private life? A toxic mix that ends in tragedy for both. Our next story is about a man whose marriage was a constant storm. 3. Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown was the original bad boy of R&B. He started with the boy band New Edition before launching a massive solo career with hits like My Prerogative. He had an edgy style and an attitude that fans loved. Then, he married one of the greatest singers of all time, Whitney Houston. Together, they were music royalty, a true power couple. But behind the glamorous pictures, their life together was chaotic. Their relationship was filled with turmoil and stories of intense arguments. What many overlooked was the dangerous lifestyle they were both a part of. Both of them struggled with personal demons and substance issues, and many people felt that Bobby was a bad influence on Whitney, pulling her deeper into a dark world. Their marriage was documented on a reality TV show called Being Bobby Brown, which showed their bizarre and often troubling life together. The public saw a relationship that seemed to be falling apart. There were arrests and constant drama. To put it mildly, it was a train wreck. After they split, Whitney's life continued to spiral downwards until her tragic passing in 2012. Many fans still blame Bobby for enabling her decline and breaking the spirit of a global icon. Bobby Brown's issues were tied to a famous relationship. But our next artist is accused of causing harm to women who weren't famous at all, in the supposed privacy of his own parties. 4. Trey Songz. Trey Songz built his career on being a smooth and romantic singer. With hits like Bottoms Up and Say Ah, he became one of the biggest heartthrobs in R&B. He sold millions of albums and was known for his charming persona. His fans, mostly women, loved his romantic lyrics and his confident style. However, a very different picture of the singer began to emerge as multiple women came forward with serious accusations against him. These women told stories of scary encounters at parties and in private settings. The accusations painted a picture of a man who did not respect boundaries. The most serious claims involved non-consensual acts, with some women stating that they were given drinks and then taken advantage of. One of the most high-profile cases involved a woman in Las Vegas who filed a major lawsuit against him. The sheer number of accusations from different women in different cities over several years created a disturbing pattern. You see, while his public image was all about loving and respecting women, the stories being told behind the scenes were the complete opposite. It made fans question everything they thought they knew about him. Trey Songz was accused of giving women substances to take advantage of them. Our next artist was actually convicted of a similar crime, a truth that many people have forgotten. 5. CeeLo Green. CeeLo Green is one of the most unique artists in music. First with the group Goodie Mob, then as half of the duo Gnarls Barkley, he gave us the massive hit Crazy. He released the worldwide smash Forget You. He even became a friendly face on television as a coach on the popular singing show The Voice. He was known for his funky style, big personality, and even bigger voice. But a very serious incident from his past cast a dark shadow over his quirky public image. In 2012, a woman accused him of a heinous act. She claimed that he had put a substance in her drink while they were having dinner, and that she later woke up in a hotel room with no memory of what had happened. This is a terrifying situation for anyone. The most serious charges were eventually dropped due to a lack of evidence. However, CeeLo did not get off completely. He pleaded no contest to a felony count of furnishing a controlled substance. That means he admitted to giving the woman the substance. The thing nobody tells you is that he then made some very strange and upsetting comments online about the nature of consent, which caused a huge public backlash and led to the cancellation of his reality show. CeeLo Green's case involved a hidden act and a legal battle. But our next story is about an R&B singer who was charged with an act of violence so brutal and final, it's almost unbelievable. 6. Russell Neal. The group High Five was a popular R&B group in the early 1992. They were known for their smooth harmonies and upbeat love songs. Their biggest hit, I Like the Way, The Kissing Game, went to #1 on the charts. They were a wholesome, clean-cut group of young men, and Russell Neal was one of the key members. But the years after the group's fame were filled with darkness for Russell Neal. In 2014, a truly horrific story hit the news. Neal walked into a police station in Houston, Texas, and told the officers that his wife was at home and that she needed medical attention. What he really meant, according to the authorities, was much more sinister. When police arrived at their apartment, they made a tragic discovery. His wife had passed away from multiple sharp force injuries in a brutal scene. Neal was immediately taken into custody and charged with her passing. The story got even stranger when Neal refused to cooperate with authorities, and his mental state was called into question. The man who once sang sweet love songs was now at the center of a real-life nightmare. Russell Neal's story is a shocking fall from grace. Our next artist also had a tough reputation and was associated with a rough lifestyle, something that was a part of his image from the very beginning. 7. Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg had one of the most recognizable voices in music history. He wasn't always the main artist on a song, but he was the king of the hook. If you had a hip-hop or R&B track in the 90 seconds or 2000s, you wanted Nate Dogg to sing the chorus. He collaborated with legends like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem on countless classic songs. His deep, smooth voice was the secret ingredient on dozens of hits, but Nate Dogg's life off the microphone was far from smooth. He was deeply connected to the gang culture of his hometown, Long Beach, California. This wasn't just part of his musical image, it was a part of his real life. He had numerous run-ins with the law over the years for a variety of offenses. These weren't minor issues. His legal troubles included charges related to illegal firearms and even a case where he was accused of stalking an ex-girlfriend after setting her car on fire. To put it mildly, he had a volatile side that was a stark contrast to his laid-back singing voice. While his musical legacy is iconic, his personal life was marked by serious criminal behavior that tarnished his reputation. Nate Dogg's controversies involved the law. Our next artist's issues were more about how he treated the women in his life, leading to accusations of a different kind of bad behavior. 8. Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat is a legend in the world of R&B. Starting in the late 80 seconds, he became one of the pioneers of the New Jack Swing sound. With classic songs like I Want Her and Make It Last Forever, he created a whole genre of music, perfect for begging and pleading for love. His signature whining vocal style became iconic, and he sold millions of records. But the persona he had in his songs, that of a man desperate for a woman's affection, was allegedly very different from how he acted in real life. His ex-wife, a reality TV star, came forward with some very serious accusations about their time together. She described a relationship filled with extreme emotional and mental distress. She claimed he was incredibly controlling and manipulative. The stories she told painted a picture of a man who was verbally harsh and created a toxic environment in their home. These accusations challenged the romantic image he had built over his long career. For many fans, it became difficult to listen to his love songs in the same way after hearing about the alleged turmoil he caused behind closed doors. Keith Sweat was accused of controlling behavior. The next artist, a member of another legendary group, also faced legal troubles, but his were connected to his personal demons. 9. Casey Haley. The group Jodeci was a massive force in 90 seconds R&B. They were the bad boys of the genre, mixing smooth love songs with a tough hip-hop image. Casey Haley, along with his brother JoJo, was one of the lead singers. His powerful, gospel-influenced voice was a signature part of their sound on hits like Forever My Lady and Come and Talk to Me. But the bad boy image wasn't just for show. Casey struggled for years with personal issues that often landed him in legal trouble. He had a long history of run-ins with the law, including multiple arrests for driving under the influence. These incidents were dangerous and showed a lack of regard for his own safety and the safety of others. His problems went beyond just driving. He also faced charges related to domestic disputes and the possession of illicit powders. His struggles became very public, with videos of him appearing unstable during performances circulating online. It was clear that he was a man battling serious demons, and his legal troubles were a direct result of that battle. He was forced to go to rehab multiple times to try and get his life back on track. Casey's issues were very public. The next artist on our list also faced charges of harming a partner, a story that many people may not remember. 10. Ginuwine. Ginuwine, whose real name is Elgin Baylor Lumpkin, was a huge star in the late 90 seconds and early 2000s. He teamed up with the super producer Timbaland to create a futuristic R&B sound. His song Pony is still an iconic track today. He was known for his smooth dance moves, his muscular physique, and his romantic but edgy songs. While he maintained a fairly clean public image for most of his career, he did face a very serious legal issue that many have forgotten. In the early 2000s, he was charged with domestic battery. The incident involved his ex-partner, and it led to a restraining order being filed against him. The details of the case were not widely publicized at the time, so it didn't create a massive scandal that derailed his career. What many overlooked is that an accusation like this is incredibly serious. For an artist whose entire career was built on being a ladies' man and a romantic figure, a charge of harming a partner is a major stain on that reputation. It suggests that the smooth, charming man on stage might have a very different side when the cameras are off. Ginuwine's controversy involved a legal charge of battery. Our next artist's controversial reputation comes more from the messages in his music and his scandalous personal life. 11. Montel Jordan. In 1995, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing the song "This Is How We Do It." It was a massive, worldwide hit that made Montel Jordan a household name. He was a towering figure, standing at 6 feet 8 inches tall, and his song became an anthem for parties everywhere. He followed it up with other hits and had a successful career in the 90 seconds. However, if you listen closely to the lyrics of some of his other songs, a more problematic theme emerges. Critics have pointed out that some of his music seems to promote predatory behavior toward women. The lyrics often describe pursuing women who are not interested and breaking down their resistance, which is a very troubling message to send to his audience. Beyond his lyrics, his personal life also had its share of controversy. He was a married man for his entire career, but he later admitted to being unfaithful to his wife multiple times. He has since become a pastor and speaks openly about his past mistakes. But the thing nobody tells you is that for years, he was presenting himself as a certain kind of artist while living a very different life, with lyrics that some find highly questionable. Montel Jordan's issues were about his message and infidelity. Our next story goes back to the group Jodeci and another member who had serious brushes with the law. 12. Devante Swing. Devante Swing was the genius behind the group Jodeci. He was the producer, the main songwriter, and the musical leader of the group. He created their signature sound, a fusion of smooth R&B, raw gospel vocals, and hard-hitting hip-hop beats. He was considered a visionary in the music industry, a quiet and mysterious figure who let the music do the talking, but that quiet mystery hid a troubled side. In the mid-90 seconds, at the peak of Jodeci's fame, Devante's home was the scene of a major police raid. The authorities had been investigating a string of home invasions and robberies, and they believed the people responsible were connected to Devante. When they searched his house, they found a shocking amount of illegal items, including firearms and other contraband. Several people in his home were arrested, and Devante himself faced serious charges. This incident shattered the group's image. They went from being R&B superstars to being associated with serious criminal activity. The legal pressure and the negative publicity were major factors in the group's eventual breakup. Devante Swing's trouble came from his associations. The next artist had a different problem: accusations of harassing his own fans and facing lawsuits for his aggressive behavior. 13. Sisqó. In the year 2000, one song was absolutely inescapable: the Thong Song. With his silver hair, flashy dance moves, and incredible vocal range, Sisqó, the lead singer of the group Dru Hill, became a global phenomenon. The song was a massive, over-the-top hit that was both celebrated and made fun of. But everyone knew it. But his time in the spotlight was marked by some strange and aggressive behavior. He developed a reputation for being difficult and arrogant. There were multiple reports of him being rude and confrontational with fans and journalists. This attitude started to wear thin on the public, who grew tired of his antics. His behavior went beyond just being arrogant. He faced several lawsuits for intimate violence from fans who claimed he acted inappropriately during meet and greets. There were also stories of his interactions with fans turning physically aggressive. To put it mildly, his behavior was not what you'd expect from a pop star. The man who sang a fun, silly song about underwear seemed to have a very real anger problem that got him into legal trouble. Sisqó was accused of harassing his fans. The leader of another famous R&B group also had legal problems, but his were related to domestic issues and not paying his dues. 14. Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley is a true musical innovator. He is credited with creating the New Jack Swing genre, a sound that dominated the late 80 seconds and early 90 seconds. He was the leader of the group Blackstreet, who gave us the unforgettable hit, No Diggity. As a producer, he worked with everyone from Michael Jackson to Bobby Brown. His impact on music is undeniable. Despite his incredible success, his personal life has been filled with controversy and legal problems. He has faced arrests for domestic violence, with accusations of causing harm to a partner. These charges are a stark contrast to the smooth, romantic music he is known for creating. On top of that, he has also had major financial and family scandals. He has been involved in very public and messy legal battles over child support payments, with his own children speaking out against him. It's a sad situation where a man who created so much joy for the world through his music has allegedly caused so much turmoil within his own family. You see, being a musical genius doesn't always translate to being a good person at home. Teddy Riley had conflicts within his own family. But what about when the conflict is within the band itself? Our next artist was involved in feuds so intense they allegedly turned physical. 15. Coco. The group SWV, which stands for Sisters with Voices, was one of the biggest all-female R&B groups of the 90 seconds. They had a string of hits like Weak and Right Here, divided by human nature. Coco, whose real name is Cheryl Gamble, was the lead singer. Her powerful and distinctive voice was the centerpiece of the group's sound. But the sisters in the group did not always get along. Behind the scenes, there was constant fighting and tension, especially between Coco and another group member. Their feud became legendary in the R&B world. They broke up at the height of their fame because they simply could not stand to be in the same room with each other. Years later, they reunited for a reality TV show that documented their attempt to get back together. The show revealed just how deep the bad blood ran. The arguments were intense and often personal. What many overlooked were the accusations of threats and even property damage between the bandmates. The beautiful harmonies they created on stage were a complete illusion, hiding a reality of bitter rivalry and conflict that sometimes boiled over into genuinely hostile actions. Coco's conflicts were with her bandmates. The next artist's controversy involves his relationships, specifically with much younger women, leading to some very uncomfortable questions. 16. Marques Houston. Marques Houston grew up in the public eye. He started as a child star in the R&B group Immature, who were known for their charming songs and cute image. As an adult, he had a successful solo career and became an actor, starring in movies and TV shows like Sister, Sister. However, in recent years, his personal life has become the subject of major controversy. The controversy centers on his relationship with his wife. The issue for many people is the significant age gap between them and, more importantly, the age she was when their relationship began. Public records and their own statements suggest that he knew her when she was still a minor. This has led to widespread accusations of grooming, which is the act of building a relationship with a young person with the intent of pursuing them later. While they maintain that their romantic relationship didn't start until she was a legal adult, the circumstances have made many people deeply uncomfortable. It has cast a dark cloud over his career and made fans look at his past work in a new, more critical light. Marquez Houston's relationship caused a stir. Our next artist, also from a legendary boy band, had issues that revolved around a lifestyle that led to family neglect. 17. Ricky Bell. Ricky Bell is a founding member of one of the most iconic R&B groups of all time, New Edition. He was also a part of the successful spin-off group Belle Biv DeVoe, who gave us the mega hit Poison. With his smooth voice and cool demeanor, Ricky was a fan favorite for decades. But the story of New Edition is filled with conflict and personal struggles, as shown in their popular biopic. Ricky's journey was particularly difficult. He developed a serious and costly substance habit that took a huge toll on his life and his finances. At one point, he had earned millions of dollars, but ended up losing it all to support his dangerous lifestyle. The real tragedy was the impact it had on his family. His habit led to him neglecting his responsibilities and becoming a distant figure. He was no longer the reliable person his family knew. He has since gotten clean and turned his life around. But his story is a cautionary tale about how the pressures of fame can lead to personal demons that harm not just the star, but everyone who loves them. Ricky Bell's issues tore his family apart from the inside. But what happens when a group's problems are caused by outside forces, like a record label that might be taking advantage of them? 18. Raphael Saadiq. Raphael Saadiq is one of the most respected musicians in R&B. He was the lead singer and producer for the acclaimed group Tony in the late 80 Seconds and 90 Seconds. After leaving the group, he became a highly sought-after solo artist and producer, known for his incredible musical talent and his retro soul sound. He is widely considered a musical genius. His career, however, has not been without controversy, though his is a bit different. The issues are not about his personal behavior, but about the music business itself. He has been indirectly tied to record label scandals involving the exploitation of other artists. The music industry has a long and dark history of unfair contracts and powerful executives taking advantage of talented, often young musicians. What many overlooked is that some of the labels and executives Raphael Saadiq has worked with have faced serious accusations of financial misconduct and cheating artists out of their hard-earned money. While Saadiq himself was not accused of doing anything wrong, his association with these controversial figures and systems has raised questions. It's a reminder that even a brilliant artist can be part of a machine that sometimes hurts people. Raphael Saadiq's story touches on industry problems. Our final story is about another member of New Edition, whose group was famous for its internal battles that sometimes got physical. 19. Ronnie DeVoe. Ronnie DeVoe, along with Ricky Bell and Michael Bivins, was part of the trio Belle Biv DeVoe. But before that, he was one of the original members of New Edition. As one of the rappers and dancers in the group, Ronnie brought a cool hip-hop energy to their R&B sound. He was known as the quiet and steady member of the group, but as the New Edition biopic showed the world, there was nothing steady about the group behind the scenes. The infighting was constant and intense. The members argued over money, creative control, and who got the most attention. To put it mildly, it was a pressure cooker environment. These arguments often escalated beyond just words. There were several instances of physical altercations between the group members. Fights would break out backstage, and even on stage during performances. Ronnie, despite his calm reputation, was right in the middle of this chaos. The group's internal battles became so bad that they led to lawsuits and the band breaking up multiple times. It was a classic story of a group that achieved massive success, but couldn't overcome its own internal conflicts. 20. Sean Diddy Combs. For over 30 years, Sean Combs, also known as Puffy, P. Diddy, or just Diddy, has been more than a musician. He's been an empire. He founded Bad Boy Records, launching the careers of giants like the Notorious B.I.G. and Mary J. Blige. He's a producer, a rapper, a fashion designer, and a businessman worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He created a legacy built on glitz, glamour, and success. But recently, that entire legacy has been threatened by a wave of incredibly dark and serious accusations. Several people, including his former romantic partner, the singer Cassie, have come forward with lawsuits detailing years of alleged abuse and control. The stories paint a picture of a man who used his immense power and influence to manipulate and harm people. The accusations are vast and disturbing, including claims of physical confrontations, trafficking of people, and forced encounters. The situation escalated dramatically when federal agents raided his homes in Los Angeles and Miami as part of an ongoing investigation. The shiny, successful image that Diddy spent a lifetime building is now crumbling under the weight of these horrific claims, leaving the entire entertainment world to wonder if one of its biggest icons was hiding a monstrous secret all along.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So we're all in the office because I'm trying to get on the WWE Thunderdome. I believe this is the last night for SmackDown. And of course, I wanted to document like how this process actually goes. So I'm making a vlog out of it, like I do with everything now. So I'm waiting. I was supposed to start at 9 p.m. and I'm like in this standby mode. So we're just gonna have to see if I actually get into one. So let's get started with this. Click the like button, click subscribe. Indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. My hat's on the floor because I can't wear that hat while in this. And let's get into the video. Let's see how this works. Let's get into the email that they sent me, and then we'll try and get into the arena and watch it live. I have a virtual seat link to join SmackDown. Let me see if I can join it. It's almost 9 o'clock. All right, here we go. Fans are encouraged to wear official WWE merchandise. No objects should be covering your face, and your attire must remain on at all times. Displaying immoral graphics, images, or text, political statements, or third-party branding will result in removal from the arena. You will be prompted to check that your mic and camera are enabled. Find a well-lit area. Position yourself in front of your camera within the diagram provided from your midsection up, leaving room above your head. We recommend that you hold mobile devices horizontally. Limit internet usage solely to the device used for participating in the WWE Thunderdome. When it's your turn, you'll be entered into the show. All right.
Bless you.
I'm gonna click enter and see what we get. Make sure you're prepared for the WWE Thunderdome. Click next so we can check your system. My system should definitely pass. Allow, Google Chrome, I'd like to access, okay. Hello, hello. Yep, that works. Camera access, allow, okay. All right, so there's my face.
So will you be able to watch it?
I'll be watching it while it's going on. All right, let's check to see if there's a seat available. Okay. Please stand by. Thank you for waiting. We'll show you to your seat if one becomes available. We'll have to wait and see how this turns out. I guess I'll just be waiting here. Please stand by. Please wait a few minutes while we check availability. Seats open up throughout the show. Try again button appears. Click it to keep your spot on the waiting list. Alright. So got it over here going while I'm waiting. Arena is full. Try again. Please stand by. It says when the try again button appears, click it to keep your spot on the waiting list. So I just keep clicking it. But technically my go live time was 9 p.m. so I'm still 4 minutes away from that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arena is full. Try again. I'm feeling like I'm going to be stuck in an endless try again loop and never even get it. Still waiting. I've been in here about 10 minutes. Still got it playing over here on this computer though.
Привет, я твой дружелюбный русский перевод. I got you.
So I'm surprised that we're just seeing the screen. I thought it would like show us the live stream as we were waiting. Very interesting that you can't even see it. Like you need it pulled up on another TV or else you just miss the show.
Great job, Thunderdome. Give yourselves a hand. Great job.
Roman certainly
A
knows
little outline of
that
where
I
I'm
know
supposed to
what's
stay.
coming. If they're trying to pull
And
out
the
the
rest is just
ultimate opportunity,
WWE.
it's a losing proposition.
So they got.
Coming out in 3, 2,
That's
1.
moderate.
Let's just see some energy.
Carmella!
I wonder if it shows the same commercials that's showing on regular TV.
I'm Thunderdome. We'll be back in less than 2.5.
Wow. Now I know how long the commercials are.
And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can confirm this is a...
Okay, listen, in all seriousness, honestly, just listen.
It's crazy how
That's what I'm saying.
this is
And everybody
8,
else.
from where they actually
7,
show it.
6 to the Thunderdome. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go.
Another 2.5 minute break, I guess. Commercials over here on the Thunderdome. She's live. She's about to go to a commercial, so it's like a minute or minute and a half behind. Apparently, don't get all the commercials.
All right, we'll be coming back soon. We'll be coming back momentarily. Less than 30 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's get those hands together. Let's get those hands together.
So don't be
Here
going
we
to this is
are.
Sonya Deville to make this. By the way, Liv has beat Carmella a couple times now. And Liv last week knocking off Carmella. Weighing in at 260 pounds.
That's dance.
Give it up for Dawkins. Give it up for Dawkins.
You know, Pat,
Let's see everyone
Daniel
dance.
Otis in the name of his partner. Yeah, looking for retribution.
Put those hands together. Put those hands together.
Oh, that edged away now.
Superstar. So, that we saw earlier.
Oh, the
from
rain
Edge.
has to come out. There's 5
It was
minutes
not a
left.
match.
We hear it. We hear it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Keep it moving, Thunderdome. Keep it going.
Today, after over 12 years of waiting, I finally got to explore the abandoned Six Flags New Orleans. I first found out about this park in 2012 through a website where somebody had went in and taken photos. Ever since then, I've wanted to explore this park for myself. In my video, I'm going to show you each location that still remains, and I used a map to try to show you what was at that location. For a little bit of the backstory, Six Flags New Orleans opened as Jazzland in 2000. By 2002, Jazzland had went bankrupt and Six Flags bought the property. Six Flags put $20 million into upgrades into Jazzland and reopened the park as Six Flags New Orleans in 2003. Sadly, the park was short-lived. Hurricane Katrina hit in 2005. The last day the park was opened was August 21st of 2005, which was 8 days before Katrina. By this point, Six Flags had spent $44 million to upgrade this park. After Katrina, the park was under 8 feet of water for approximately 30 days. Six Flags had determined that the value of the assets destroyed by the storm was $32.5 million, and basically the park was an entire loss. Six Flags was able to collect $11.5 million from insurance, bringing the balance down to $24.4 million. In 2007, Six Flags revealed that it was suing the insurers for the remaining $17.5 million in coverage. Since the park was a total loss, over 80% of the park was completely destroyed. Batman the Ride was able to be relocated to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, and was renamed Goliath. Besides Batman the Ride, the Bayou Blaster and the Sonic Slam were moved to Six Flags Great Escape in New York in 2008. And in 2009, the Roadrunner Express was moved to Six Flags Magic Mountain, where it reopened 2 years later under the same name. As of 2009, New Orleans ended the 75-year lease of Six Flags. Six Flags was fined $3 million by New Orleans for breaking the lease, at which point Six Flags filed for bankruptcy. There have been numerous plans to redevelop the park. At this moment, the Industrial Development Board, or IDB, of New Orleans owns the land. In 2019, they said it would cost approximately $1.3 million to clear the land. A few have tried and failed to redevelop this park. From 2009 to 2011, Southern Star Amusement took a shot at it. Jazzland Outlet Mall was planned from 2011 to 2014, which fell through. Dreamland Festival Park was also planned, which also fell through. And in 2020 and 2021, Drew Brees' team was actually trying to redevelop this park. By late 2022, Bayou Phoenix had made plans to create an entire new complex with golf, hotels, inside water parks, tons of fun stuff for the city of New Orleans. On March 7th of 2023, an agreement to develop the park had been made, but New Orleans said that they would not turn over the keys to Bayou Phoenix until a master plan was in place. This means that within the next 6 months to a year, this amazing park could be gone. So I took Easter weekend to come all the way to New Orleans to be able to view this park. When we arrived Saturday, we stopped to get drone footage and instantly had the security on our tail. So we left Saturday and came back on Easter Sunday. While I may have used music during my drone sequences, I did not use music while walking around the park, due to the fact that the birds, wildlife, and creaking noises were creepy and bring you even more into the experience. This is my detailed tour of the abandoned Six Flags New Orleans amusement park. My last meal. Trespassers will be prosecuted. No trespass. That's where the sign was. Alright. Looks like though we can go in on either side of this fence. No clue where to go, but in here, some kind of way. That looks thorny.
Back on the path this way, but we're out in the open.
Yeah, that way looks marshy. I'm starting to think that way. There's the exit sign. Oh, well, a third of the battle's done. This might be the tricky part. It's open on that side. Yeah, this looks a lot easier. All right, part number 2 completed. Now, over the light fixtures. They tried to use these as barriers. All right, mission accomplished. All right, this is my friend Keating. We're at the abandoned Six Flags in New Orleans. Hopefully we can get through here and check out some cool stuff. Click like, subscribe, indulge in your life at Indulge Clothing for the merch. Let's check out this abandoned park. All right, so he's sending the drone up. He's a licensed certified pilot, because over here we can see, I don't know if you can see it through there. Yeah, you kind of can. Right in there is a car. So we're gonna try to get close to it to see if there's anybody in the car. All right, so apparently there's 2 cars over here. We're trying to see them and then make our way in. So this was the old entrance and exit, and I think we're just gonna end up making a run for it. So yeah, there's like who knows how deep of water, and then land on the other side of it. Play with my life with the security guards in the swamp.
Like behind the road bushes.
Okay.
If it was just the white car, I don't know. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna come out here to look. I'm still trying to look for trail cams. So far, I haven't seen any. There's one right there, left, covering this. I say we just go for it at this point. It's literally right there on that tree. So if they've just gotten alerted, I say we might should just go for it. Or do we see if the security van comes rushing over here? We wait 5 minutes. It's 10:57. If at 11:02 nobody drove over here, because this is that you would think they would naturally fly through and come to here, where the camera is. All right, we're going in. Trail cam is over there. Don't know if it's getting us or not, but we're going in here. Hey, it looks like that little opening might be there.
Oh yeah, go on close to myself.
Oh, light. All right, this looks like what I was thinking. We might can go this way and get in. Any movement?
I don't even see the cars in there.
Let's go this way. I think we're officially in. Yeah, this is, I thought this was part of the Batman stunt show like Six Flags had, but apparently it wasn't. It was just some like Justice League thing. It's funny, I'm trying to watch my camera, take it in, watch the ground for snakes, 20 things at once. We're officially in the park. Holy sh**. Wow, look at the ride. Now, I know they can drive through too. That's a whole nother ball game here. That sounded close. Let's try to duck off somewhere for a minute. Sounds like people's in here. Let's take a look at the ride. This will give us a spot to duck off to anyway. I swear, can't even tell you how many years I've wanted to come here just to see this damn thing. Oh, they don't move at all. Used to, they spun.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're fully in now. Wow. Actually, that's a good point. I need to take photos too. Give me your 2 cents, please. All right, I don't really know what's where. I can pull out the map, but for the most part, we're just gonna kind of wing it. I know it's a circle. That much I do. Wonder what this is. Just restrooms, probably. Oh shit! All right, well, that's a nest. That's theirs. We'll keep on moving. This was Catwoman's whip. They just put one of these out at Six Flags over Georgia. Whoa, what is this? Wow. This went to a ride. Yeah, there's a whole trail here. I don't know what ride it went to. I wonder if I can tell on my map. So the first ride was Joker's Jukebox. This is Catwoman's whip. And so this was actually the entrance to the Batman ride. So this is how you went to get on the Batman ride. You sending the drone up again? I kind of want to get in here, but I don't think I can. All right, well, there's the Catwoman whip ride. What's left of it, at least. Wow. All right. This is so sticky. All right, he's sending up the drone. I'm venturing down just a little more to this ride. Lots of dragonflies out here. Trying to keep my eyes open for trail cams, as well as everything else. Wow. So this was Lex Luthor's ride out here. Can I actually get up there? I think I can. You can get all the way up here. It's concrete, so I feel good walking on it. There we go. Lex Luthor's ride. You can hear the drone up there. Very cool. This is so amazing. I'm glad I did this. I don't remember what this one was called. Now, actually, I guess I have my other phone in my hand. So this was, I don't even know how to say it. DECO. Scream. That's the one we can walk up if you want to walk up one.
No thanks.
So there's the lake. And what's all around this way? A path. Well, that's good to see. I can't imagine what all this is going to cost for them to get this out of here. Yeah, I mean, think of how many trees they have to. Is that a train? Looks like that was a train. Yeah, look, let's see. There used to be something right here, but it's definitely gone. Oh, you can see the base of it at least. The Super Slam is what's showing for that spot. Oh, so that's how you get up there. I'm just gonna look.
Sounds good.
Look at that. There it is. Wow. Wonder what's over here. Wow, all this was ransacked. Audio equipment, all kinds of stuff. All right, continue on. I'm not crazy enough to go up the roller coasters. Sorry. Oh, this is a loop. I didn't even notice that. An abandoned roller coaster loop. Here's a rod cart from some ride. So let's see what's underground. Looks clear that way. Oh wow, it's like a big drain. Bumper cars. Whoa, what is that? That's where that ride was. Okay, that's the ride that's, I don't know why it's not here, but it's not here. Wow. Yeah, so there's the name of that roller coaster. See, ZYDCO. I think I spelled that right. Alright, he's sending the drone up again. I'm gonna check out the bumper cars. So, bumper cars, those are always fun. Anything in here? Nothing. Paint. I don't know why it's so mesmerizing, but it's really mesmerizing. Birds up there. Amazing. All right, we're making our way on around. Let's see what was what this may have been. Oh, so this is where all the games were. Okay, so airboat. That was a pizza restaurant, and then this is where like the basketball games and stuff like that were. Okay. It was modeled after a beach, apparently. What we got in here? What we got in here? Look at that. I love the graffiti, personally. I just think it looks nice. Thought I heard somebody behind us. Wow. Let's go check this out. Look at that. I think that was one of those cool zones where like it sprayed you with water. And then this, which I will not be crazy enough to go out on, is a wooden deck out to the water. Wow, we made it. Dang. What is this? Oh, is this the... Oh, I thought it was the clown. That looks like the... looks like a birthday cake. Oh, the Ferris wheel. We're at the Ferris wheel almost. Wow. Some of this artwork is amazing. We got a poop emoji. That's been here for a while.
It's been through the too.
Yeah. Whoa, it's a log ride. I love log rides. Dope. I can't read the last word. Anything? No. No, nothing. Nothing you can get to. There's a whole trailer back here.
It's probably like their workstation.
Wow. What this used to say? Can't read it. What the hell is that?
I have no idea.
What are these, restrooms? Yeah. Might as well check out a restroom while we're here. Well, not much to see in here.
There's a shot I want to get real quick.
There it is, the Ferris wheel. The holy grail of abandoned amusement parks is the Ferris wheel. Let's go check it out a little closer. Looks like there's nobody in line. The lights. Dang. Wow. It still seems pretty sturdy. So there's water over there too. So there's water in the middle. No wonder this place flooded like crazy. Don't know why it's so mesmerizing. Let's go check out what's over here. Bringing the drone down. Not much on this side of things. I think people climbed up that in some other videos. It's so cool to me. I think it's just like how nature's taken over and everything's destroyed and graffitied. It just seems so cool. I mean, like, look at this. Look at this keyboard. No more click. It's a Dell. That door has not been opened in a long time. So we're over by the interstate now, which kind of sucks because it sounds like there's cars driving like right beside us, but there's not. What's in here? Not a whole lot of anything. Check out this one. Some cable right there. Yeah, not a whole lot of anything in there either. Amazing. Somehow or another, I did it. I got inside the abandoned Six Flags. See, some people are really adventurous. That's definitely not me. I just like looking at everything. I don't want to be so adventurous. What else we got? What else we got? So the name of this ride was the Big Easy, and then this was Jazz Burgers Cafe, and this was PB Po' Boys. And then on down here is some more. The Dizzy Lizzy and Spillway Splash Out. All right. Luckily it's not flooded, so we're able to walk over this. That's positive. There's that four-wheeler sound again. Let's step back here real quick. It might have just been somebody on the interstate, but did you see anything when you were up there? So many little pieces to the park. Like, who moved this stuff around? All right, well, I don't see anything. It sounded like it was over here. See, I'm gonna guess it was somebody on the road. I know the one people that I saw get caught, they got caught at the game center.
This was there?
Yeah. That's when, after I thought about that, I'm like, shit, we really shouldn't be posted right here. All right. We'll make a go for it. I'm really surprised this bridge is still functional, to be 100% honest.
Yeah.
So, the Big Easy was the Ferris wheel. This one looks like Dizzy Lizzy, literally next to Dizzy Lizzy's games. So this is Dizzy Lizzy, and then more games. I wish that sign was still readable. And the Mega Zeph, the wooden coaster. Wow. That looks dope. Hey, that ain't a wooden coaster. A bunch of that's metal. That's a off-brand wooden coaster.
Steel, yeah.
I don't know what this was, but maybe used for a show. I don't know. All right, let's check out some more stuff. I guess the games got completely taken out. They probably floated away. In one of the other rooms, I should have showed you, you could see like how high the water was. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Oh, there's the water ride. So that is, what was this called? Spill Out, Splash Out. Mardi Gras. Now this I know was a cool zone, I believe.
Was it what?
The Coca-Cola cool zones where they like just sprayed water on you so you could cool down in the heat. It's the like Splash Waterfalls coaster. That's the wooden coaster. There's tire tracks. Huh?
Good call.
Yeah. There's
Oh yeah, and there too.
go in here and send up the drone. Yeah, so you can see it in here. It was all the way up to there.
Oh shit. We have to shoot one.
Oh shit, where did that bird come from? I don't know what this was. Oh, that looks like how you get to the roller coaster. Look at these old logos. Whoa. I don't think you can go through this way. Wow. King's Retreat. It's my retreat. So I found my own restaurant. Oh, this thing is cool. I've seen this a few times. Yeah, look at that. Magnificent. Temporarily out of service.
Where's your flashlight?
Not on it. Oh shit, that. Good call. Yeah. Just a couple of rides in here. I thought this was like a 2-level thing, but I guess not. I think it used to have a track. And so like, yeah, it came through here and like they got on the cart and went through. Wow. Somebody really wanted that wiring. I think this might be the park. You want to go down a slide? Oh, maybe not.
We can do the big swing.
Wow, there's actually still cables on that.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, like Mardi Gras gift shop. Wow. I hate the sound of the cars. I actually saw a nut climb, in a video, climb all the way up this thing and lay on the top up there across.
No, thank you.
Yeah. That must be their way in and out.
Yeah.
100% their way in and out. All right, let's get away from that. There's a ride here. I wonder what this ride is. Looks like Cray something. King Chaos. Might be the crazy one. I'm trying to use a map and know what's what. Majestic. No way I'd stay here overnight, yeah. I don't care how bad I wanted this video, I would have never stayed overnight. And I wanted this video pretty bad. Well, that used to be a carousel.
Remember where our entrance and exit are?
Yeah, by the Batman thing. So this was the Sky Coaster. I'm very surprised there's still cables. Like that part's crazy to me. Ice cream shop. So yeah, what used to be a carousel. Ice cream shop, another shop. And the Jester's over there. I somehow almost missed it. Paradise Hot Dogs. A whole abandoned playground to ourselves. Wow. Looks like this was a stage. I don't feel like a lot of people showed some of this stuff, so that's why I'm trying to show as much as possible before this place is gone. So this definitely seems that it used to be a stage. Let me pull out my map. So yeah, Paradise Dogs is there. This was a kids theater. And then next to the kids theater was Tweety's Playhouse, which I'm thinking is one of these. This looks so crazy. Creepy. So yeah, one of these was Tweety's Playhouse right here. That one. So that's Tweety's Playhouse. And this was Yosemite Sam in the Wild West. You can kind of see the outline of what used to be a roller coaster there. The kids' playground, of course, which is just dope. I need to get a picture of that. And this was the Daffy Duck, the Backlot Tour Bus. No, this was the Rumble in the Jungle. It really looks like a jungle now. So somewhere back in this, there's actually a roller coaster here. Yeah, you can see the track there. This is completely taken over. And then on this way was Daffy Duck and the Backlot Tour Bus. So the Backlot Tour Bus is this one, which makes sense. It looks like a bus, what's left of it. And then the Technicolor Tweety Balloons was this ride, which can't even really see it. You can kind of see the tip there. And then next to it was Pepe Le Pew and the Swings de Paris. So this was Pepe Le Pew and the Swings de Paris. Oh, you can! Yeah, Pepe Le Pew's up there. And there's kind of a view of that one. That one's really gone. Wow. It's crazy how some of them are like destroyed and like completely inoperable, while others seem like a little bit of work they'd still run or something. And then Bugs Bunny's Brainstormers, I believe, is the one that was over there, but I don't even know if you can get to it. There is a slide that works if you want to go down a slide.
They left one for fun.
They left one for fun, yeah.
Or you can come get fucking play slide roulette.
Oh, there's still like ice machines and shit there. Not usable anymore, but restrooms. I was hoping I'd find like a pamphlet or something from Six Flags New Orleans here, and I was gonna keep it, but I haven't seen any of that. It's probably all gone already. All that glass, wow. I wonder who like the first people were to come in here.
I know, right?
The first ones that were like, yo, it's flooded out. Let's go check it out.
Some more undergroundage.
Oh, yeah. At least those are covered. Mister. Here's another ride. Some of this creaking, man, gets me every time. So this one does not seem to show. Oh, this one was called the Zinger. And now I think we're at,
Which was the front?
yeah. Well, let's check out the gazebo. Pavilion 1, 2, and 3. Wow, there's 3 of them over here? Oh.
Sledgehammer.
Wow, hey, look at that. So there was apparently 3 gazebos down these stairs, one to the left, one to the right, and one straight ahead. I don't care to see them, but just so people know, they used to be here. Wow. More restrooms. Let's see what's over here. There's a painted SpongeBob out front too. That's one thing I've always wanted to see. A random fire hose. Where did they get that?
Coke cups in here.
There's Coke cups in there? Oh, wow.
Kind of like disintegrating. Plastic spoons.
Any Six Flags souvenir cups? Wow. Another bird go flying out?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, that fucking,
Whatever. Vulture or whatever.
yeah, man, that thing scared the... New Orleans. Those are the ones that I think they would arrest. Like,
Oh, for sure.
they catch you out here with guns or something. See any gators? Another dang bird. I think that's another mist station there. This is like where apparently Jurassic Park and shot was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they use this downtown area for it. And the people that saw camp, they camped in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, this is like a auditorium. Caution. Wow. So if any of you have ever been to Six Flags in Georgia, there's a place similar to this that's called the Crystal Pistol. And I think that's basically what this is. This is the New Orleans version of the Crystal Pistol. Wow. So I'm gonna go check out this over here. There's that ATV noise again. I'm hearing this ATV. I swear I think it's security, but I could be wrong. Alright, seems like we're in the clear at the moment. Alright, let's see. What was this on the map here? Looks like it was just a flagpole. Yeah, they just had these birds, man. Yeah, they just had a flag that hung right here. Okay. And then over here is the main entrance. That's where we're gonna go next. So the drone is checking for the security cars, and apparently one of them's gone. So this is the front. Oh, it's still there. Okay, good. Never mind, it's still there. So this is the main entrance of Six Flags New Orleans. They've shot a few movies here, as many people know, but yeah. This is what's left. I like that they did balconies, like New Orleans. Leave, beware. Wow, that whole thing collapsed. Dang. Now that's pretty scary. I mean, this whole wall collapsed. Oh. So this is the main entryway. Oh shit, cat backing up from that bit. I don't really want to go out there. That's where the 2 security guard trucks are. So, but this was the entrance. So you, of course, parked out there and then made your way in. And then you came down this way. You saw a nice American flag, and you either went left or right, depending on what you wanted to ride. This would have been what it was like to walk out here. So far, we haven't ran into anybody. We haven't seen any security. It is Easter, so that helps. So I can say, I feel like the SpongeBob was there. And the SpongeBob seems to be gone. It was that world famous SpongeBob, and yeah, I must say I do not see it anymore. Darn. Alright, I think we've got enough pictures for now. Let's continue this on, and I'll probably have Amanda head back this way, because I think we'll be out of here in about 20 minutes. Alright, so goodbye to this area. And on to the next. I'm really excited to see the drone shot. It's gonna be more fun than me doing my video, I think. So what did this building used to be? Let's see if it tells me. So I turn the corner. Yeah, so this was a kitchen, just some kind of eatery. Looks like first aid was there. Is this still pretzels? Yep, pretzels and churros. And there's even a ride over here. What ride is this? Gator Bait. This ride is called Gator Bait. Here's the Gator Bait ride. Wow. See, like, this is one that's not as destroyed as the other ones.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems like with some new bolts and stuff, it'd be, you know, ready to go. There was a whole side of a building over there that it fell off the front.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Granted, somebody may have helped make it happen, but what is down this path? Oh, so this must be one of their ways in too. Right through here. This looks to be the log ride, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. Ozarka Splash. Wow. You can kind of see the hill. Very cool. At you. A hole. You must be this tall to ride this ride. Let's see what this ride is. I think it's the Bayou paddle boats. That's what it says, but this don't seem like that may have been behind this. Not entirely certain. Guess I can slip over this. Wow. And so in the middle here was apparently the town market. General store is on the left. This over here that's really collapsing in was the Gators Dockside Cafe. So, and there was lockers there. Wow. This one has really seen better days. Don't know why this one's so like dilapidated. Yeah, see, this one's like falling in. The other ones aren't. I don't get it. It's like some were built better than others. Wow, there's water in here currently.
Oh, it's just cesspool-esque.
Yeah. There's the SpongeBob, so I was wrong. Thought the SpongeBob was at the front. SpongeBob is here. That looks cool. I'm watching you. Oh, what is this ride? Let's see. This was a scrambler? Oh yeah, I can see now. There's actually a ride behind this. I'm not gonna go through all that, but yeah, this was a scrambler ride. You can see like the green track in there somewhere through all the leaves. It's funny, this will come together much better than it seems. More restrooms. The famous SpongeBob. It used to be different. It's been repainted a few times. If you watch videos from like 10 years ago, it looks totally different than it did now.
What SpongeBob are you talking about?
Right there, that was SpongeBob. See the outline?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do.
I don't know, was it a SpongeBob ride? It's actually, it says Cimex Pirates. But yeah, this is the famous SpongeBob. And we're almost back around. I'm gonna give him a call. Yeah, because I think we can go, I'll pull up the map. I believe we can go that way. And that takes us back to where we came in at. Have a nice day. Hi, my queen. Whereabouts are you? Okay, well, we should be ready in like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll call you when we get actually like outside of the park. Yeah, that's where you'll pick us up at, same spot. But we gotta try to coordinate it to where literally like you're on the phone with us, and as you're pulling up, we're running out of the woods. All right, I'll call you in a few minutes. Bye. So let me look back at my map.
Yeah, this is the way we leave, right?
Yes. Yeah, this will take us to Gotham Hall because that's the Scream ride that we already saw. Yeah, because if we go back there, that takes us back to the games. So I came right here and got a photo of the sign there. All right, so yeah, this is our way out. Superheroes. Oh, the dragonflies. Never knew they were that big here. Should be like the Dragonfly State or something. Have a day. You must be this tall to ride. Who got up there really and made that? Like, how did they do that? I mean, they literally drew a whole finger with a line. They did all that from 20 feet off the ground. That's talent, okay?
It is.
That guy should have a YouTube channel just of him making these illegal graffiti arts. I wonder what the circle was. Let's see. It was nothing. The circle was a water fountain, which makes sense. You can kind of see the pipes. This is where we came in at, because that's where I thought the Batman thing was. We did it, man. We toured the whole park.
Well, we did.
So far, haven't gotten caught.
Oh, there's a big bird on top again.
Yeah, I didn't know it was his nest. I was just trying to check it out. And well, dang, that's it.
Where were they at?
They were actually coming over the bridge, so they're not too far. That's why I said once we get out, I'll give them a call. All right, are we just gonna run for it? They're over there somewhere. Part of me didn't think that's where it was the last time, so it's definitely moved. All right, let's get out of here. Like, we'll just hop in the car. All right, we're going. Let's go. We're clear.
That was a successful mission.
State Prison in Milledgeville, Georgia. The complex housed 1,100 beds and was converted into a corrections facility in 1981. 27 years later, in August of 2008, the Georgia Department of Corrections announced the closure of River State Prison. It was a part of a realignment operation, and prisoners were being diverted to more efficient prisons due to River's old infrastructure. The prison has been used for police training, and from February 17th to February 19th of 2023, it was a part of Third Coast Airsoft and Airsoft Junkies to host an airsoft tournament. It brought approximately 350 participants into the community for a 3-day weekend airsoft tournament. You could even see the airsoft bullets throughout the facility when touring it. Follow us as we take a look through the abandoned River State Prison.
We're in here. Rivers State Prison. That's what I remember the name of this being. This looks like a Dodge Neon. Used to be. What does it say? Oh, Rivers.
That's the Scott thing.
Well, I've officially did something I never thought I'd want to do, which is break into a prison. All right, let's go inside here. Holy crap. Hell block. Medical section.
Oh, this is the urine collection use. A very small bathroom.
When is this newspaper from? 2007.
Yeah.
November 2007. Wow. You're a slut.
I'm gonna be dead honest, that's freaky.
What?
Right there. That whole section.
Oh yeah. It's even creepier when you like turn these on and you look down. No ID, no medications.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a good picture here probably, where they would have handed the pills out. That's got to be what that is. That's where they would have handed it to the inmates.
Should have did.
I wonder if I should use the flash on my phone. Urinary drain bags, neck collars, sterile water. Salt kit.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see the things that you use for the ears?
Oh.
There's a bunch of
There's a
those
bunch of
laying
them.
around.
Ah. Dang. Oh yeah. Oh, these chairs still look good. Yeah, that looks creepy.
Yeah, it is.
So I guess this was for staff. I had some tobacco. That just looks creepy.
Did they say anything about this security?
No. No. From what I understand, it's mainly the hospital. I just knew this prison was here, and I'm like, I want to go to abandoned prison. Well, that's a pretty cool chair through a window there.
Oh yeah, that's a good shot.
Crutches.
There's like nothing in here. FBGM. I don't know what that means. There's still some soap. Yeah.
Oh, there's
It's like 4 buildings.
urgent care room contains oxygen.
Wow. Dope. Nail clippers, scissors. I guess they got to keep track of all of it. Never been in jail longer than 8 hours, so I don't really know. Looks like that would have been for fingerprints. Oh, it's stuck. Continue down this way. I'm surprised people were able to break these windows. Creepy. Two, 3, 2000. Inmate Troy Dean Wilson. Really? Yeah. Oh shit. Fireworks. That seems like a terrible idea.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was a picture.
Did this something in this anymore? Wiggly.
Moldy.
There's a Piggly Wiggly guy.
Oh, wow. There's probably a Piggly Wiggly out here. We the best music. Oh, wow.
Medic in there?
Dang. Well, we can definitely get to the other buildings. Oh, yeah. Do we want to... Oh, I guess there's nothing else down here. Yeah. Authorized personnel only. Lucky for them, I'm an authorized personnel now.
She's bucks.
Wow. Some bird nest made in here. Bird's nest in the mailbox. Glad there wasn't a bird in it, because that would... Yeah, I wonder what those would have been. Some of the cells. Guess the rest of them are upstairs. Ah, intake room for treatment. Is there anything on it?
No, I've seen that a month on it.
Well, we got a newspaper from 2007. I found paperwork from 2000. I thought it was 2007 or 2008 that this closed. Wow. There's some moss. That looks cool. Oh, is there any, yeah, there's syringes actually in that.
Free needles.
Yeah,
There's
essentially.
the paper for the tables.
Holy,
I never look at chapel.
yeah. At least got chapel seats.
TB and HIV.
Wow.
No, that's what I mean.
This place is something else. Fire extinguishers. All right, well, I guess we're going up a level. We can go all the way to the roof.
Nice.
When's the Starbucks come from? Can't see a date on it. That looks nice. Pretty good mop bucket. Yeah, the mop bucket says 5/18/07. Wow. Wow. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna photo of this one. Wow.
Oh, wow. So you can't do illegal substances on it.
What would this little room be for?
I have no clue.
Interesting. I can say I didn't think jails had big restrooms like this. I thought they just each had their own little thing. Oh, here's the showers. Shockingly, the showers are still pretty intact.
Oh, wow.
Probably a lot of bad things happen in this room. From shanking to shanking with other things.
Yeah. The light here.
Wow, it's like where all the keys were. That thing's really old.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an elevator.
Yeah, we're right above where we came in.
Okay. Yeah, because I've never seen it. No. I don't even think I'd step in that. Is this another shower? No.
It might be a mechanic room.
That's a pretty new Bud Light can. Oh, yeah. There's a blood spill kit inside.
So, my thinking is, so you did they sit in this one?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They stayed in like
Or
those.
was this a common area that they stayed in? On
That-
bunks?
That doesn't. Wow. That's pretty dope. I've been waiting on that. I've actually been looking after we found that one at the Regal. These urinals?
No, there's some back there. There's a whole wall, well, there's a wall open back there, you missed it.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
The baby shoe?
Yeah. Is that a mother?
I need to look up what this was, because I'm really curious now. Well, I guess the 4-3.
That's where they park the buses, because they've got handle things.
Oh, for like cleaning?
Is there not a utility room?
Ah, yeah, there we go. Oh, this one has a shower in it. With like good tile. And a not too old Dr. Pepper. Wow. Fake brick. I think this was low security or whatever, from what I remember reading. Whoa, we got a hammer.
Nice. There's been
All right, I guess let's, what was those stairs here? No, there. To level 3. Go back this way, since we're over here. Buffers, you're right. Oh. Dang. I did not know they gave him an outside area.
Ninja Star. That's a big carcass.
Oh, wow. It is. Some kind of bird.
Yeah.
That's pretty creepy. I have no idea. Like, a lot of it's...
Is it the floor coming up?
I want that.
It's the floor coming
Could
up.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
Chemicals inside. So what was that? I don't think I was filming. That sucks. That was a good moment. Yeah, it seems warmer in here. It seems warmer in here. I'm always afraid of turning a corner and like seeing a body or something.
Dead or alive?
Oh, dead or alive, either one. Oh, restrooms. Why are the showers not destroyed? Like everything else in this place, it's been destroyed. Except the showers are almost like immaculate condition. Crazy. This restroom's in fairly good shape as well. Hey, light bulb. Well, what's the purpose of this? I guess maybe an AC unit. It's room 180 is locked. No. Yes, it's always in. So. Whoa. Wanna play checkers? There's books and everything in here. Holy crap. Fiction.
You found any good reads yet?
Not that I've seen. Georgia facts. Wow. I kind of want the River State master sheet, but don't like guns in it.
John Grisham.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow. To a book nerd, this would be awesome. Got books you can donate? I'd love to share them, help grow their library. Got a photo of this one. This one's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, it's part of the staircase.
That's how you get to the roof.
I wouldn't get on this roof.
Yeah. Holy crap.
So this out there? Yep. And this is part of the staircase.
Oh, we can't see anything. All of my work just down the drain. Like, sorry, we gotta go back through again. This looks like another pill room. Cassette, VHS.
I don't even think they sell those anymore.
Those air fresheners?
Yeah.
Dang, I needed a computer mat for my house.
They have a few.
This one's still locked up.
Oh, this smells like soup.
Huh. Those over there are very new. The trailer's new. Makes me wonder what they're using this for. More books.
The roof.
It's made out of metal. It should be good. I ain't gonna step on it, I don't think, but.
Tell us how bad it is.
Oh, it actually don't look bad.
I'm going up there.
I mean, I would say it's pretty solid. Whoa, there's a power thing up here. Over there is the hospital and everything. Yeah, it seems solid. I mean, I could totally be wrong, of course, but it seems solid. Well. Wow. This is pretty darn cool.
What are we looking at?
Some like door over here. Oh yeah.
Makes it really cool in the shot.
Get this. Yeah, it's all fencing.
So that's like where they play basketball and stuff.
Yeah, the rec yard kind of area.
Yeah. Dude, there's headphones over there. Somebody got mad and chucked their headphones. Wow.
Did you want to go back down to that door that goes out to this?
Yeah. Yeah, heck yeah. Oh, wow. What the hell?
Yeah.
Maybe, no, because there wasn't an elevator here. I was about to say maybe it's for the elevator, but
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
down we go, I guess.
It's hard to look at to get down there.
Toilet paper. Counselor. Creepy old desk. And for some reason they boarded up this tub. Yeah. another immaculate shower. I don't understand why the showers are not destroyed. That just blows my mind a little bit. Like everything else got.
They repurposed them before they shut down.
Does it still work? Oh yeah. Brings back elementary school.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are these rooms?
I'm thinking these are rooms, yeah. And they probably house like 4 to 6 people in each room. Yeah, that's what I thought we would see. Which, I mean, depending on the one we're in, like this might be the lowest security one, and then one of the maximum securities would have more like bars. What's in here? Oh, that's the other stairwell that I was planning to go down. Well, I guess we're going back the other way. Another outside area. What is this?
Is it?
Yeah, it's gotta be there. It's the same one.
No, that was on the opposite side. All right, I guess back down to level 1. Back to the entrance here. So yeah, that should lead to the yard.
Yeah.
Do we want to look the creepy way?
I'm not going upstairs again, huh?
No. Yeah. Whoa. Bullets. A few of them, yeah. The heck?
Picture gel cells.
Yeah, this must be like solitary confinement or something. What is CERT? No idea. Yeah, this actually looks dope. Trash bags. Even the little, like, where they slide in the food. The little areas where they slide in the food. Yeah, there's the toilet I'm used to seeing. They're just silver ones.
Well, this is like, oh my gosh, 2 bunks.
That looks pretty new.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hasn't been here too long. Some nice wine.
Double bunk in here.
This one has level 2. Oh, that's funny. There's like a girl's play set up here. No lie. What the hell? You're sick. Similar here.
Interesting.
I wonder what these were.
They're showers.
Oh, they are showers. Holy crap. Wow, so they would lock them in. Damn. Must have been really like maximum security. Yeah, this is more of what I thought we would see. That looks dope. Random battery in here.
Stop.
Wow.
Did they shoot it?
I think so. This might slam. I wonder what these are. These are in between all of them. This is just for plumbing?
Piping, yeah.
Wow. So I did see, if you remember, one of them had a basement. I think it's this one. Because these stairs go down and we're on the main level. Unless it's just how you get out here. Guess that may be all it is.
You're not going down there?
No.
Might as well. I think it just leads to outside.
Does it lead outside?
Yeah, it does. Other than this door, I don't know what this door is.
Oh, fucking.
Whoa.
That's action. Oh, they're coming?
Yeah.
Desk, random desk.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this side was a lot creepier. This is where they could have stretched their legs.
Oh, ain't no loss with cloth.
So maybe this is how you get out here. Is there a door down there? Yeah. Coming for us. Let's see. Yeah. It's another basement. Bunch of wire. Whoa, filing cabinets.
I mean, long. It doesn't make sense.
Seems to be gone. Your mom's a hoe. Red rum. Holy crap.
Here, let's put it down. What is this?
Yeah, that's what I was about. I mean, it's probably what's downstairs. Because there was another downstairs area.
Yeah.
That's definitely how you get to the other buildings over there. And this just looks like...
Just the outside. That was the staircase.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wow. So are we gonna go down and figure out what this room is?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Just a cell. Yeah. Well, Katie, you did a very nice painting. Urinal cups. Oh wow, that whole box of them. Does this have a name on it? Nope, just 172. Mailroom office. So I guess all that's left is downstairs. The last part of this building.
No. No. Yeah.
It's made to look like a body.
Oh, no. Nice.
I'm thinking solitary confinement. Oh my God, what the hell is all this? Superman. That is really creepy.
I think they spray painted it. Spray painted it.
Is this a camera? No.
Looks like it.
No inmate allowed in tool room anytime. Jug of water. It's gotta be more than 3 seconds. Oh, it's neon glow. Toilet. It goes further.
Well, you know what?
Whoa.
I mean,
Wow.
Bill. Not bad.
Dang. ...2001. It's a lot colder in here, but I think there's a lot of windows.
Oh, that's this.
Oh, wow. Dang.
We're just back at where we were.
Never wanted to be in jail or go to jail, so I'm glad to experience it this way where I can walk back out. That is a crazy picture there. So this would connect to the other jail. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Another long tunnel.
Where?
Right there.
No thanks.
Whoa, what the heck? What's a federal supplement?
Yes. No.
So this looks like it was the barber shop.
Well, this is barber shop.
Yeah. A couple of them. Holy crap. Yeah, this had to be the barber shop. Whoa, I wonder if those are floor plans. Dang, somebody ripped out all the breakers. That is a lot of telephone wire. I would have hated to have to wire that. No, I quit. Oh, yeah. Another firework, it looks like. Yeah. Hey, fire extinguisher. All right. We technically didn't go this way.
Back here.
Yeah. Granted, there's only a couple rooms, it looks like, in the elevator. Whoa. Breaking Bad. That probably leads to that crawl space we found.
You Shawshank nods.
Guess back to the main floor. Pills.
I was not know where to go back.
Yeah. Slim Jim. All right. I think that's a tour of this building. The other three should essentially be the same. Well, there we go. Now we're outside and haven't broken the law.